Culture Shock. My name's Anthony. And I'm John from Johnny. Wait, let's do that with more excitement. Wait, let's do that with more excitement. Hey guys, my name's Anthony. Welcome to... Hey guys,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Anthony.
And I'm John, also known as Appsro from Johnny Ethco.
Anything else
I
you want to add?
have like 20 names online.
Johnny, a.k.a. Appsro, a.k.a. the motherfucker that slept with your mom, a.k.a. you're like a rapper.
No, none of that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Hey guys, welcome to Culture Shock. Today we're going to talk about Ant-Man. The first bad Marvel movie, if you don't count things before Iron Man.
Like Iron Man 2, that wasn't even bad. It was just like, it wasn't as good as 1.
It's not going to be as bad as this movie.
You don't think?
Oh my god. So Ant-Man's teaser trailer came out a week ago.
And you didn't like it.
John watched it and he was like, meh. And I watched it and I was like, wow, this is going to be bad. But we'll get into it. Here, let's go over our Marvel history first. I think we both like Marvel movies.
Of course, yeah.
They've all been pretty good.
They've been fun. And to me, I'm constantly impressed by how they're seemingly tying their universe together.
Yeah.
Like everything's related in a way that's never been done on this scale on the silver screen.
No, it's happened in comic books.
So I'll give credit to Marvel where credit's due. Mm-hmm. You got some balls, some big time balls.
And I wonder, if a year from now or a couple of years from now, the back catalog is going to become like comic movies or comic books, where it's so convoluted that you need to see so many movies to understand.
No, that's the danger they might run into.
How many phases are they going to do?
That is the concern. It's like, okay, they get all the way to the final Avengers movie. What next? Is it start completely over? Or is it we keep going with the same shit? Like, what are they going to do?
Swim in a pool of money and die happy.
No, they're going to be rich as shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
And they really could. They could be so rich they could go, you know what? We're done with Marvel movies for like 20 years. We'll be back. We'll start over after that.
We'll die, and then people will take it over. So Marvel's done well. And I think every movie they've done, even the last movie that came out from Marvel was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
And that was the first time it was a not well-known thing. Came out in a Marvel film, and it did very well. It was a great movie.
See, I would argue that Iron Man was potentially not well known.
Everybody knows Iron Man.
I had no clue what Iron Man was. Like, I had seen it, maybe.
Well, me too,
But I've seen Ant-Man a little bit. It's like, it's one of those, like, you're in the comic book store, and you're like, oh, Ant-Man, that's a thing. Same thing with Iron Man for me. I had no basis of, like, what this Iron Man character was.
Okay.
So the first time I saw Iron Man was pretty much my introduction to the Iron Man mythos. It's like, okay, it's Tony Stark. He's an alcoholic. Blah, blah, blah. He's kind of a quirky character. Okay.
I didn't know all that, but I knew the character of Iron Man, at least what he looked like. When someone said Guardians of the Galaxy, I went, what the fuck are you talking about? When someone said Ant-Man, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and I like that Marvel is doing that. See, that's what impressed me with Guardians of the Galaxy, was here's this franchise that, when my first reaction to the trailer is, okay, there's a raccoon with a machine gun on top of a tree. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. I didn't know if the movie was going to be good or not, but then it came out and it was like, wow, that was a really fucking good film.
Well, my first reaction to the trailer was, wow, that's going to be good.
Yeah?
Because it had an angle. Here's the thing. All right, so Ant-Man's trailer, for me...
It's a teaser. Yeah, they don't really give... Yeah, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
It looks like... Don't ever interrupt me. I never interrupt you, John.
You interrupt me every day.
Sorry. Ant-Man's trailer to me looks like... Here's the comparison I can make to Ant-Man. It feels like Daredevil. It's the 2015's Daredevil from 2003.
The Ben Affleck Daredevil?
The Ben Affleck Daredevil. It seemed like the most generic, simple, possible superhero movie you could do. Do you want to stand for what's right and earn the right to take your final chance? Become this hero. And it seems like this generic movie that was made 10, 15 years ago when they were first trying to figure out superhero movies. Ant-Man looks like the most generic thing ever. It doesn't have an angle. Guardians of the Galaxy had had like the music soundtrack and that angle to it. And it was like this funny kind of like, well, where's that music doing in there? That's weird, but it was hilarious. It was funny. Iron Man's a comedy. Thor was just okay, but it didn't really have an angle.
I really enjoyed Thor too.
Thor's good.
Surprisingly. I mean, it was still silly.
Well, it's Norse mythology, I guess, and like that whole world is a lot more interesting. So that's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Captain America.
Man, the Winter Soldier was awesome. I thought Winter Soldier was like one of the better Marvel movies.
That was really good.
Was that me?
No, it was good.
Okay, you enjoyed it.
A lot of people have seen it at the top of their list.
Well, I thought the first Captain America was like, it's okay. I'm interested. Like, I enjoyed the film.
Yeah. I do that every time.
You're a lip poker.
What? So, John, what do you think of Ant-Man? Let's get into the details.
Well, I mean, my reaction to the trailer, it is a teaser.
Yeah.
I honestly, I feel the same as when I saw the Iron Man trailer, when I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, in that, okay, Maybe it's about a guy who can shrink himself into the Ant-Man. They're like, no, I mean it is sort of your generic superhero trailer, but it is again a teaser trailer. I don't know a lot about the film. I don't know a lot about this character, and I like that. See, that's what has impressed me about the Marvel movies is they're introducing characters into their universe that like 20 years ago it would be like, you can't make a movie about that fucking character. It didn't sell enough comic books. If Marvel didn't have the track record that it has, I would be like, I'm probably not interested. But Marvel's been kicking ass lately, man.
True.
So, I mean, are they going to have a bad one eventually? Probably. But is this one going to be it? Who knows? You say yes, I say I don't know. I hope not, but I'm going to go see it because it's probably part of the Marvel universe.
I'll go see it too, yeah.
Yeah. Is it going to be bad? I don't know. I want it to be good. I love the concept of, if they do some fun stuff with the guy shrinking down and running around, that could be a lot of fun.
That was the only fun part of the trailer is when he was riding the ant.
Yeah.
And you're like, he's riding an ant. What the fuck?
Was it an ant? Yeah, I guess it was an ant.
It was a flying queen ant or something.
Yeah. Which, I don't know if that's remotely controlled. They got to control that somehow. There's got to be
He just holds onto the back like, what?
Yeah. There's got to be some way that they, like, we altered this ant's DNA. I don't know how
they link in with his ponytail, like into its thing.
Like an avatar.
Becomes one with the ant.
I stick my finger in its butt and I can control the ant. Nah, I feel like we haven't had a good shrink movie in a long time.
All right.
Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids to me is like the last great shrink movie.
Fair enough.
About something that gets small and has to deal with it. And that's a great film, by the way. If none of you kids...
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is awesome.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is an amazing film. Go watch it.
And Honey, I Blew Up the Baby is still kind of fun too. I like it. Anyway.
Yeah, but we haven't had a good shrink movie in a while. If we're going to do a good shrink movie, I feel like it's in good hands with Marvel.
Doesn't that make like the scale of the movie so small and minuscule, like it doesn't even matter?
Yeah, but with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I mean, that's the thing with shrinking. It turns everything epic. It turns your normal environment epic. Your fucking living room turns into this, epic fucking thing you have to deal with because you're this small.
Like we are right now. Wink. Wow, how are we going to get out of this one?
Is that why we're on the green screen?
Yeah, what? John, get off the green screen. I can't key that out that well. John, that's going to fuck up everything. John, you're fucking up everything. You are fucking up everything right now. So to argue against your track record thing, all right? You know what another company that had a really great track record and then really fucked it up? Pixar. They did so good for so long. Cars 2.
Yeah. I mean...
Monsters University.
Monsters University, yeah. But Monsters University, it was weird. It was like, I could go on about that for a few days. But like Monsters University was like, I enjoyed it, but it didn't touch the first one as far as fun. The only time I really got into Monsters University was when they ended up in the human world for a little bit. It was like, oh, now there's danger. The rest of the movie was just this frat boy thing going on. Yeah. I mean, it was enjoyable. It was more enjoyable than Cars 2. I never really got into Cars, but the reason they keep making Cars is obvious. It
makes money.
They sell so many toys based on cars, it's ridiculous. Like, look at the numbers. That's why they keep making these cars and their planes and all that, because they make a fuckload of cash.
Well, it's good to know that Marvel isn't doing it for that reason, because they know Ant-Man's not going to be the biggest box office draw. It's a risk.
It's a huge
I respect them for that.
Fuck yes.
But Pixar was so amazing for so long. Boom. Marvel was so amazing for so long. Boom. Anyways, I think Ant-Man's going to come and go, and we're going to sweep it under the rug as the one Marvel movie we don't mention. Ding, ding.
I say I don't know.
All right.
It's a big maybe for me. Marvel's track record so far has been good. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy looked weird. It was one of my favorite movies last year.
It was great.
So I'm hoping that's the same thing with Ant-Man. I hope I go into the theater and I leave going, there's a new character in this Marvel universe that, wow, I really enjoy, and I want to see more adventures with him. And I hope he teams up with fucking Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, and it works. And
but Guardians looked good. Yeah. Ant-Man, Daredevil.
It's a teaser.
Ben Affleck.
It's a teaser trailer. I don't really know what's happening in the film yet, because it is sort of this
Nothing.
like, yeah, you got to be a hero.
Generic bullshit is happening. But anyways,
just mad to be mad. You're just hating. Don't be hating.
Guys, that's just what we think about Ant-Man. I think it's going to suck. John's optimistic, but what do you guys think? Please leave a comment below. And what should they do, John? What should they tell us?
What they think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else should they do?
The social media stuff.
Yeah, the social media stuff. In the comments, in the description. Go down there and follow us on Facebook and Twitter or whatever the fuck you use.
Tweet.
So that way you get an update every time we do something new, and I put it on there, and you can go, oh, look.
They know what to do. 2015. We figured this out by now. If you like a YouTube channel, you're like, okay, subscribe, Twitter, yeah, or Facebook, I like these guys.
Do what he said.
Yeah. It's 2015. Yeah, you know what to do.
Yeah. We're going to be stuck tiny now, aren't we?
Your fault.
Are we not going to answer this? Next episode, we're just going to show up big again?
Yeah.
All right, sounds like a good ending. Cliffhanger, what will happen next?
They'll be big again.